Okay, so exercise number 9, E, F, and G, and rests. Okay, we're going to turn on our metronome. I have it set to 80 beats per minute, and you can go a little bit faster, a little bit slower. I don't recommend going too much faster than 80. If you want to go slower, you can, but I think 60 beats per minute might be a little bit too slow for most people. They tend to become impatient and they start jumping the gun, so to speak. So I like 80 beats per minute. So we're going to do exercise number 9. Okay, now pay attention to the rests that are in here. We have a quarter rest and a half rest. So the quarter rest is 1 beat. So you're not going to play anything for the second beat. And then you have a half rest, and you're not going to play anything for beats 3 and 4. Okay, now look at the next measure. You have a half note playing an F, okay, and then followed by a half rest, and then you have a G and a rest, a G and a rest, and an E. And then you have a repeat symbol at the end, so you're going to play it again. So let's go ahead and get started. 1, 2, ready, play. 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, 3, 4, 2. Okay, all right, so let's go on to exercise number 10. Okay, here we go. And take notice at the end of this, the 4 measures, there is not a double bar line, no repeat symbol. That means that you go on to the next line. Okay, so you just keep on going, and then we'll repeat at the end. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, play. Repeat. Okay, now you notice that I mute out the notes during the rest with my palm. Okay, that's one way you can do it. You can also release the pressure off the fretboard if you're playing a note like a G. I prefer to use the palm, but honestly, you're going to develop some muscle memory that sometimes you're going to use this method of releasing a note, or you're going to be using your palm to stop a note. So just go ahead and just use your palm for right now, and then you develop the other skills later. Let's go on to exercise number 11. Exercise 11. 1, 2, ready, play. Exercise number 12 is a duet. 1, 2, ready, play. Okay, so now if you would notice on the sheet music, it has a bracket on the right side of the treble clefs. Okay, that means there are two guitars playing at the same time. Okay, two guitars playing at the same time. So first I would recommend that you go ahead and play the top line, and when you get to the end of the fourth measure, you drop down to the next line down, not the one that is bracketed to it, because that would be the other person playing with you, but you drop all the way down to the next set of bracketed treble clefs, and then you go down there, and then you play to the end of that, and you see the double dot, and you go ahead and repeat. Okay, now exercise number 13, basically you're just going to use the notes that you learned so far, and then you're just going to put the notes in there. Now the important thing about this is that you pay attention to the amount of beats that you put in there. So if you wanted to like put in there 4 quarter beats or 4 quarter notes, then that would be fine, because that is all the beats that you need. If you wanted to put like 5 quarter beats in there, that would be wrong, because it's only supposed to be 4. Okay. Now let's say that you want to do a half note and a couple of quarter notes. That would be just fine, because that still equals only 4 beats. Okay, so there's going to be a lot of room for creativity here, and the important thing is that you add up the different beats together to make only 4. So if you want to put half notes in there, and then you would need to have that half note paired up with a couple of quarter notes, or a half note paired up with another half note, but you wouldn't be able to pair it up with another with a whole note, because then that would be 6 beats, and that would be wrong. So make sure that you're always doing quarters. Okay.